On the news tonight, former Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Irabor, retired, calls for synergy among armed forces for effective operations. Nigeria Customs Service intercepts 52 units of elephant tusk at Mfum border. Plus, Cross River State government to tackle outbreak of Lassa fever in Obubra local government area. Details of these and more shortly. Thank you for joining us on NTA News Highlights. I am Arut Ndem. Now the news in details. Operational level warfare training for naval and joint forces is imperative to respond appropriately across the range of military operations and facilitates a more holistic approach to addressing security challenges in the nation. Former Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Irabor, retired, who said this while presenting lecture for participants of Naval War Course 8 in Calabar, calls for synergy among armed forces for effective operations. Urak Etam reports.
The threats in the maritime domain, which are complex and transborder in nature, such as piracy, illegal bunkering, and others, require a collective security approach by the maritime forces in the sub-region. This is the reason the Naval War College Nigeria has continued with its operational level warfare course to improve the capacity of armed forces comprising the Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Air Force, and foreign participants to further entrench the concept of collective approach to addressing maritime security. Former Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Irabor, retired, in his lecture on the topic Nigeria's National Defense Policy 2017, said the policy involves the use of military as well as other resources, and it is an action adopted by government to protect its citizens.
The policy, the one which I delivered today, was promulgated in 2017, which was a review of the previous edition. So far, so good. Of course, there are a lot of changes that have come within the context of our threat environment and even the perception, the nuances that involved the formulation of the policy itself and issues surrounding the implementation of the defense policy. I'm hopeful that, they will take to heart.
Flag Officer Commanding Eastern Naval Command commended the guest lecturer for the knowledge he shared, believing it will help participants as they journey into operational level warfare for effective defense of the nation.
Operational level commanders, I want you to take in everything that has gone into the lecture, internalize all the things that you have learned and put them to use as occasion demands.
Participants of Naval Warfare Course 8 were encouraged to take the training seriously to continually develop their professional ability to compete globally on military operations. In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
The Nigeria Customs Service from Border Station has intercepted a hash-color Honda SUV truck from Cameroon carrying concealed 52 units of elephant tusk and 1 unit of pistol with 7 rounds of live ammunition. Correspondent Achibongbasi reports that the vehicle, its contents, and the only occupants were later conveyed to the Custom Area Command Office in Calabar as directed by the Area Controller, Hamed Azan Waziri.
Parading the suspect and the items recovered before journalists, the Comptroller Nigeria Customs Service Calabar Command says the arrest was made possible following the doggedness of men of the command while on official routine check at the Mfum border station of Nigeria and Cameroon on the 8th of February 2024.
CITES is a convention internationally that was established in 1963. And Nigeria is a signatory since 1975. So the essence is to protect wildlife and plants.
On carrying out examination, a specially constructed big box was discovered at the tail of the vehicle, which was found to contain 52 units of elephant tusk of different sizes.
But we are also calling on the community, particularly you, the media, to get down to the community level to educate them on this kind of concealment. Because it's coming to the community, they are living with the community, they are trading with the community, they are doing everything with the community.
The suspect, who claims to be a vehicle spare parts dealer and a first-timer in this trade, says he is sorry for engaging in the illegal business.
All this cost me 9,000 million naira. When I check it in France CFA, give me 4,500,000 francs CFA when I buy it. I can't be in this kind of positions. So I'm really sorry, and if I know that this can be happening in my life, I will never even go. I don't know how to say.
The suspect and the items recovered have been handed over to the legal department for further investigation and possible prosecution. In Calabar, Achibombasi, NTA News.
Now to the Cross River State government. Following the recent outbreak of Lassa fever in Eja community in Obubra local government area, several measures are being put in place by the Cross River State government to prevent and prepare for immediate control of any disease. Uduak Etem reports that the residents of the community are still appealing for more interventions by the State Ministry of Health to ensure the people of the area are protected and safe.
Eja is a hard-to-reach rural community in Obubra local government area of Cross River State, accessed through Ebonyi State. This rural community lacks functional health facility, potable water and other basic amenities that can make life more comfortable. Recently, Eja community has experienced outbreak of Lassa fever, and investigation reveals that one person died of the virus. Since the outbreak of Lassa fever in Eja community, the people of the area are living in fear and they are still hoping for government intervention.
Right, because we know what Lassa fever is. And if it is true, from my own knowledge, if it is true, they are supposed to quarantine these people there. Up to this hour, nothing such has been done.
The state government to come to look at this situation and equip this clinic with all material that can take care of the Lassa fever and above, and equally to add more staff, because one staff cannot take care of all the registers.
I'm in short crying for the government to look into all these things so that this our area will be somehow secured.
Wish that the government should come to the aid of Eja community and see how facilities that will really alleviate this fear out of people to come in.
To forestall a reoccurrence, member Cross River State House of Assembly calls for proactive steps by the Ministry of Health to curb the spread of the virus. The state epidemiologist hinted that the Cross River State government has activated emergency response surveillance team and risk communication response pillar to coordinate activities to ensure safety of the people.
Fumigation is very key, because if you don't fumigate the environment, definitely that virus is still within the environment and people will still contract it. So it's very important. Though the Cross River State government has promised through the Ministry of Health they are going to do that, but all the same, we are yet to see that happens.
The State Rapid Response Team, trained by NCDC, swing into action. They were deployed to go to Eja immediately to investigate. They went there, they did investigation, they enlisted contact to the disease. Normally we're supposed to supervise the burial of the disease to prevent spread. But this person was buried already before we got the alert.
Residents are advised to take precautionary measures such as regular hand washing, as Lassa fever is transmitted to humans through direct contact with infected rodents or through food and household items contaminated with urine or feces of infected rats. In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
In contribution to development of sports tourism, Governor Basio II has vowed to resuscitate golf to gain international recognition and attract attention of tourists. Justin Item reports that the Cross River State Governor made a pledge when a delegation from the Calabar Golf Club paid a courtesy call on him.
For any state to be rated as a tourist destination, golf players say it must possess certain amenities, including an international standard golf course. It is on this note that the Calabar Golf Club in this courtesy call is appealing to the Cross River State Governor to upgrade the state's golf course and clubhouse to meet international standard, as these will attract hosting of mega international golf tournaments, which will in turn boost tourism and accelerate economic growth.
We humbly appeal to Your Excellency, direct all golf course maintenance equipment belonging to the Abundant Summit Hill Golf Course, currently lying fallow, be handed over to the Calabar Golf Club. Establishing an annual stipend for the course maintenance, as the club can no longer handle the exorbitant cost of diesel and petrol for cutting and maintaining the course. Also establishing at least 2 professional and amateur tournaments in the club by law to further boost national and international visibility of the club and the state.
Governor Tua assures of his administration's intention to develop every sector of the economy, including sports, pledging support in maintenance of the Calabar Golf Course.
It is true that the game of golf is one of those prestigious sports that will always attract not just the local, but also international visitors. It is one of those games that we actually want to revive fully.
As a patron of the club, golfing kits were presented to the governor in Calabar. Justina Etam, NTA News.
That's it on our news for tonight. Thank you for watching.